blood. So Germany will have their hands full, that is for sure. But something that Boss thinks that Germany can handle.
Yes, they are my dark horse pick to get an Olympic ticket here. I think they are well equipped to handle the speed and all of the movement action that the French have. Now, question is, if Raphael Wilson on the French side keeps his mask off, who's going to guard him? It might be this man, Fabian Giesmann. He has been a one-man wrecking crew in this tournament. Incredible, both inside the arc and outside the arc. 9 points per game for the young fellow who shined here last year at the Under-18 World Cup in this exact square, right here in Debrecen. Won the title, won the MVP. Now he stepped up to the senior national team, and he hasn't slowed down a bit. 9 points per game, again, on a very, very high percentage from inside the arc.
And you just saw a picture of Frank Segala. Normally a player, at least on the Pro Tour, the average is over 7 points per game. He's been relatively quiet here in Debrecen with a 3.3 points per game average. He's gotten some assistance, obviously, from Vergiat and Raphael Wilson, not to forget Jules Rambeau. He's impossible not to spot Rambeau. As you can see, he's all business in the front, party in the back. He's rocking the mullet.
Yeah.
That's a hairstyle you don't see too much in 2024. You got to have a certain level of confidence.
Well, I'm sure he does, because otherwise he wouldn't be rocking that mullet.
He rocks it well, though. A very polite mullet indeed. All right, with no further ado, it's on and popping. Germany, France, men's quarterfinals. In your face, Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. The Voice, Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain in your ear from Debrecen. We just saw Mongolia edge out Israel to advance to the semifinals. Now we find out who their opponent will be. CDB. Bakaime using that link to get the score on the inside. Again, I'm calling them the young G's. The young Germans, indeed. A couple of 19-year-olds, one 18-year-old, and one 22-year-old.
Man.
Giesmann, the youngest of them all. And their leading scorer at 9 points per game. He don't mind doing the dishes. He does it all. Sets up for Teague for the lay. Germany up 2-0 to start. France, of course, trying to qualify to their home Olympics. The women's team, an automatic qualifier. So the French women will be in Paris no matter what. It's up to the men to earn their way in with what they can do here today.
I think a good sign for them is the fact that, again, Raphael Wilson not wearing a mask. He was wearing a mask in their first 2 pool play games. Didn't shoot it well.
You trying to say he went future with it?
He went
mask off?
He went future with it. Mask off.
Yeah, Wireless Wilson. I gave him his throwback nickname, and he's turned back the clock. He will miss that one.
But look, Wilson has all the experience. As you remember, he was on the French team that tried to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics as well. Came up just short.
The opportunity is now. It is now or never. Do or die. Denzel Ajiman didn't forget to flush. This is what he brings to the table. He's explosive, and we know he can elevate. He gets the step on Rambeau and gets his yam on.
This is why Team Germany is so hard to match up with. They are fast, they are quick, they have the athleticism. Now, they don't have the shooting from the outside. I think that's where the French might have the advantage.
Bakaime will reroute. Drops it off to Giesmann, right back. Hey, we're passing with flying colors. The young Germans showing some maturity. Segala over to Rambeau. He'll set the screen. Vergiat, new add to this French team. Ooh la la. Vergiat, 6 of 16 from 2-point range out of group play. He picks up where he left off. Rambo goes down. So he had a collision there with Giesman. So nearly 2 minutes in. The European powers lacing them up against each other once again. We know about the football battles they have between each other. Well, you would know a whole lot more about that than I do.
I sure do.
I've seen some PSG matches before. I like Mbappe.
Okay.
Outside of that, I can't really.
That's okay. We'll get you updated on that. You're a European traveler. We'll get you some games.
That's all right. 5-3. Rambo. Blau. 2 from the left wing. So all even at 5 apiece as we get another look at the 2-stroke from Rambo, the French big who can also extend the floor. He's going to get a rest right now, maybe get some medical attention from that collision with Giesman. Giesman, count it. The young fella's flexing. His muscles ain't even fully developed yet. He's 18. Those biceps are going to get bigger, young man.
Well, that's a scary sight to behold.
I'm trying to tell you.
Imagine this. Well, he's a man now. He's 18, but he just turned 18. Imagine this guy in a couple of years. If he stays in this game at 3x3 and further develops his skills in the sense that he is already pretty skilled, but I think that's going to continue to grow. He is going to be very, very scary.
Oh, had him lost in the sauce. Raphael Wilson. I see you. 7-6 for Teague in. Germany leading France by 2. And Segela will miss it. Leon Fertig using the screen. Fertig drops it down low. Giesman elevates. This kid is an absolute force.
Miscue on the French side as they're looking for Raphael Wilson, but this team Germany, we talked about this yesterday, they are a momentum team. They ride the hype, and I think the hype is clearly visible. On that last possession, it was Aguiman with all the pressure on the ball. But take a look at this one. He rocked them back and forth. Forth, like some cheese.
He had the moves that didn't share the choreography. I got the French reference too with the cheese, yeah? So outside of baguettes, what's the next most popular?
Brie cheese? Camembert?
Brie cheese, huh?
Or Camembert or Roquefort.
Camembert.
Or red wine, probably. France has a myriad of things.
A plethora, yeah. French cuisine, world famous. Oh, but Jaime, he will miss the layup attempt. Raphael Wilson. Offensive foul call. Rambo said, who, me? Yes, you. Couldn't be. Then who? 3.5 in. Rambo leaning into the screen. At least that's what I would make out of that offensive foul. Leon Fertig gives it up. But Jaime sees some daylight in the lane. And that opportunity is missed. But through 4 minutes, Germany have been the aggressors.
Yeah, and I think France needs that man to step up. If I told you France would be 2 games away from placing in their Paris Olympics, and they'd have Frank Segela scoring at the lowest point per game on the team, would you have believed me if I told you that before the tournament?
I would not have. And Ajiman can't believe that he missed that layup. 5:52 on the game clock here. As we continue the men's quarterfinals. Winner gets Mongolia for a chance at the Olympics. Ajiman, no good at the stripe. Kicked out. Vergiat gone with the wind. He is hacked, though. And that is just the third on Germany. France, comparatively, have 6 fouls, so you know what that means, boss.
Well, they are at the bonus.
They have no more to give. That would set up Germany for 2 free throws with France's next defensive foul. Right now, they got the Wilson. And Germany will add a foul. That's their 4th.
Both teams out here hacking like computer nerds. I stole that one from you. I like that one, though.
Of course you do. Hacking like algae rhythm. Look that up if you don't know who that is.
Algae rhythm. Okay. I was going to say hacking like Mr. Robot. But you probably don't know that TV show. Anyway,
no.
We apologize. Let's get back to this.
3-point game. Ooh. Fertig. Nice moves, but better defense at the end there. First yacht. Played on France's Europe Cup team last year. Spent the last 2 years in France's first league. Playing for Blois.
Blois?
Blois? It's at B-L-O-I-S?
Well, my French isn't that good.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if that's it or not. I know that's not it from Segela. He has been missing like a fugitive. He finally gets a layup to go. And now Denzel to Giesman. He's a bruiser.
He's a bruiser. He doesn't mind contact, and that's rare at 18 years old. He takes the contact, tries to finish over top, and wow.
Great defensive play. But a 10-8 lead still for Germany. And all of a sudden, Boz, I gotta admit, I thought the Germans' youth would work against them. And you picked them as your dark horse.
Yes.
I gotta say, man, they have been impressive.
They've been very impressive. And again, it's the athletic ability of the youngsters that have shown here out in Debrecen. They come off of screens, and their first step to the basket is so quick. They've gone more into team-oriented sets, right? It was Giesman posting up for the first 2 games they played in pool play. Then they went more into ball screens, into handoffs. I like their balance right now.
Giesman, the men's tournament leading scorer. He's got Germany in front here by 2. Frank Segela. They need him to turn into Frank Sekila again. A nickname he got on the Pro Tour, averaging 7 a game. Ajiman. Oh. I wish they would have counted.
Let that one go. Right?
CD. Off the miss. Put that back. Almost a play worth talking about. We'll give you a few extra looks at it anyway. Anytime we get a dunk, we get excited around here. And Ajiman will knock down the free throw. Has stepped his game up for the Germans at a 4.7 points per game average. So it hasn't been all Giesman. It's been a lot of Giesman. But he has lended a hand. That man's got the hot hand. Vergiat. The deux is good. France within 1. Giesman, not that time.
No. And this is what my old coach used to say. He compounds his mistake. Misses, and out of frustration, he commits a foul.
There's Vergiat getting a clean look at the 2-piece. And all of a sudden, we got a game tighter than 80s jeans. 11-10. Don't worry about that, Boz. You weren't alive back in the...
Yes, I was.
Okay, I guess you are.
86.
So you remember how tight 80s jeans were.
Those things look like spray-on jeans. I'm glad they're out of fashion.
Tight pants and big hair. That's what it was all about back then.
Yeah, well, with my legs, I'm glad the tight pants are no longer a thing.
Apparently they're still a thing with some of us. Anyway.
Well, that's not 80s type, though. Well, back to it. All the games today have been very low scoring. Have you noticed?
Yes, but not exactly shocking. CD to Fatigue. Fatigue with a double clutch. Kind of a wild drive there. Raphael Wilson. 11-11. Uh-oh, a G-Man elevates again. And he will finish with the two-handed boom.
That first step is just electric, and then elevates and smashes.
Speed and hops. Great combination for G-Man. Germany jump back in front. 12-11. 3.5 to play. Segela trying to get it to Vergiat. Vergiat will pull up mid-range. Stroke was broke. Fatigue out to a G-Man. G-Man. CDB lost the handle on it. I mean, think about it. These guys would normally be playing high school basketball right now. Worried about the state championship. But we got that in the USA. They're here playing for an Olympic ticket, boss.
Man, 2 years ago, Giesman was still out playing in the yard at school.
It's crazy, man. They had little juice boxes and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches not too long ago for lunch. Meantime, he's eating. Giesman is a different kind of beast. The man is like the Autobahn, limitless potential. Giesman getting it to go down from long range as Germany extend their lead to 3. Inside, Jules Rambo. Oh, he muscles one up. So muscle versus muscle. G-Man hits the heel of the rim. Vergiat. Quick ball movement here from the French. That one broken up by Giesman. Giesman sets the screen. Fatigue with the moves. He's running out of time and will miss the layup.
I like the move by Fatigue. Just no finish on the shot. He's a little bit herky-jerky. You really don't know what he's going to do when he has a dribble, but so far his finishing ability has not been present in this one.
But another look at Giesman, who just manages to be everywhere at once. Jules Rambo shooting 2 here. Both teams in the penalty defensively. So 2 big ones here for Jules Rambo. It's a no. Just over 2 minutes to play. Who wants to meet Mongolia? (14-13). Denzel a G-Man. It's a miss. Wireless Wilson gets it to Segela over to Rambo. They miss Wilson on the cut, and then he will kick it out of bounds.
Yikes. Both teams with a turnover here. Some nerves coming into play in a very tight game. This game's going back and forth, back and forth. Come on. I'm finally singing and you're not even doing it with me.
Back, foot. It's going back and forth like an Aaliyah track. That's what you were trying to get to.
Yes.
And it is. 14-13, Germany. Germany have been in front from the start. France has done a good job fighting back in, but really actually never letting the game get out of hand. I don't think this game has been separated by more than 3 points at any point. Anytime, get your weight up. Denzel and G-Man playing bully ball. Vergiat, oh. Offensive foul. we saw the passion of Germany when they got that win against Lithuania.
Yes.
Which was a shocker, I would say.
It sure was.
Considering how well Lithuania was playing, they brought that same fire, that same intensity into this game, where again, I don't think that they were considered a favorite.
I don't think they were, but again, they've brought poise, they've brought, well, their age hasn't shown. I think that's mainly it. Look, these guys have the athletic talent. They have the ability to win games. But, you know, they are a little bit young, and you wonder, is that going to show up? But yesterday, that win ignited them, and I think it's going to keep them going here this week.
Man, I tell you what, it would sure add some fuel to the fire of a rivalry that has been long-standing between France and Germany in athletic competitions. Fertig with the cross, the kick out. CDB with nowhere to go but down low. Why not? Loose ball. Going to be interesting to see whose ball this should be. Deutschland can challenge, so it's actually ruled France ball. Germany decided to challenge, so our officials will take a closer look. So Edmund Ho will look at the replay. Smart challenge because it does buy each team, particularly your team, you know, another minute or two to get a rest while the officials get a look at it. But Germany have played a defense that has never allowed France to get comfortable. A downhill attack using that youthful exuberance and energy, and it really put the pressure on France. Will the Frenchmen's experience win the day? Absolute packed house right here in the center of Hungary's third largest city, Debrecen, from Kossuth Square. Sun is shining brightly on a beautiful final day of action, and we've got some thrilling games that we've been able to enjoy, and it's only going to get better. We haven't even got to the ticket games yet. So a tough decision here for official Edmund Ho and Matuszewski, but that decision is now in. That challenge is won. So a headsy decision there from the veteran on this German team, Fertig, at 22 years old. Both teams again in the penalty. Fouls mean free throws either way. Oh, 3 seconds with his back to the bucket. Giesman didn't know the rule book. Once an offensive player initiates a dribble with his back to the bucket or his back to a defender, he has 3 seconds to pass or shoot. And that is why that violation was called. Vergiat, this is a big two on the way. He'll miss it, keeps it alive. Wireless Wilson, no. Rambeau, big board, lays it in. So France within striking distance. Denzel Ajiman. Ajiman, fader, no, Giesman. This kid is ready to clash like beer steins. 16-14. So you see Vergiat lose his footing. An 8th foul called on the Germans subsequently, and Vergiat will cash in on the first of 2 free throws. We're dead even with 30 seconds to play. Giesman, the Germans have manufactured some machine in this kid. He'll give Germany a 1-point advantage, but not for long. 17 all. Giesman wants the ball. Great defense from Rambo. He'll poke it out of bounds and leave 1.6 left on the shot clock. So 6.7 seconds left on the game clock, 1.6 left on the shot clock. Here's Giesman. Giesman moving right, puts it up, hits the front of the iron. Rebound goes to France. Frank, set, Gala, no! Overtime, anyone? Bonus 3x3 ball coming your way. Our second overtime game here on the final day of action. What a fight between these European rivals. Wow. So as we get ready to go to OT, first to score two will play for an Olympic ticket. Possession to Les Bleus. Rambo looking for Vergiat. Vergiat over to Rambo. Rambo, two on the way! Les Bleus are through! France say au revoir to Germany as they top their rivals in overtime with a Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater that will be heard from here to Paris. Merci beaucoup. The two off the window. You can bank on Jules Rambo. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable finish to that game, as France will have bragging rights this time around. Stealing it in OT, 19-17 over Germany. Let's hear Raphael Wilson's thoughts on that incredible overtime win.
Raphael, wow. I'm still catching my breath, and I wasn't even in the game. You guys get into overtime against this team, Germany. You draw up a play. Talk about that last play to get you guys the win here.
It's amazing. The play was supposed to be for me on top, but they play great defense, and Jules take the chance and hit the bank shot. It's crazy.
Wow. Hey, I have to say, you're playing a lot better with that mask off. Is that what we're going to see in the semifinals? What can we expect from you guys in that one game that you're going to get to try to get that home Olympics, that Paris Olympic ticket?
It's 10 minutes to Paris. That's it. It's going to be a war against the Mongolian team, and we're going to give it all. That's it.
All right. Good luck and congratulations. Back to you, Kyle.
Thank you.